Views are great, but what if you could turn your YouTube channel into a community that shows up for you every week? That's exactly what I do with my Sunday lives. And I just so happen to call it the Real Tea on Florida Real Tea. Now, let's not get it twisted. Views don't pay the bills, relationships do. We all know people do business with people who they know, like, and trust, right? A community creates loyal followers who see you as their go-to realtor, which is very, very important. So how I build community. During my regular home tour videos, I always invite their viewers to the live on Sundays. I always say, hey, if you want to join me on Sundays live, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's a weekly space where people can ask questions, interact, connect. We usually have guest speakers such as inspectors, lenders, title agents, insurance agents, credit specialists. This adds credibility and variety, right? You can always lean on a specialist to kind of, gear the call. Open conversation. So it's just not about real estate, it's life, questions, connections, right? What's happening? I always keep it real on my lives. It's a really great opportunity. So the benefits for realtors, right? Where you can build trust faster than any ad or post. It positions you as the local hub of knowledge. And of course, it's going to create referrals. People remember the agent who educates and builds community. You convert viewers into clients because they feel they are a part of something bigger. I have people who have been with me since day one and they're the first ones on the live. They look forward to it. So I really want to encourage you to start your own version, whether it be weekly questions and answers, monthly lives, etc. If you want your YouTube channel to be more than just videos and you want it to be a community, start showing up live and inviting people. And you want to invite comments. Would you watch a realtor who goes live every week? Let me know below, right? And I'm not gonna sit here and say that I didn't have my fears. I didn't have my limiting beliefs. I didn't have the what ifs, right? I definitely did. I was like, well, what if nobody shows up, right? What if nobody asks questions? What if it's boring? All the what ifs don't really matter. Just keep showing up every single week. And I will say from the beginning, we always had a pretty good audience. So we average between 20 to 30 people every week. But I always have like my core 10 people who are constantly commenting, asking questions, right? Just a few weeks ago, I had a credit specialist come on and she did an amazing job, right? And you're also helping out your vendors too, because if you are working with a vendor, it's because you trust them and they do a really good job, right? And so if you want to refer business to them, they need to gain trust with your viewers as well. So that's what we do. And of course, I always try to bring a specialist of things that are always questions, right? Like their field is always being questioned. For example, homeowners insurance in Florida is always being questioned. People think that they really know what's going on in Florida and that, the home insurance premiums are out of the roof and a lot of people aren't getting homeowners insurance, which is all false, right? And so that's why I like to bring a specialist to cut the noise and to state the facts, right? So and lending, right? I've had multiple different lenders that I've worked with come on because it's a perfect time for the viewers to be able to ask them questions without having to have their credit ran, right? So you could do this in whatever fashion and whatever way that you decide, but just do it, right? And just like with anything, the first few ones are probably gonna be, crap, right? But that's okay. You continue to evolve, you'll get better. I have my people where they are genuinely excited about our Sunday lives, right? And I hardly miss him. I hardly miss him. I'll miss him if I'm like out of the country, out of town, and things like that. But they know that they can count on me. And I've had comments where it's like, wow, you've continued to show up. People recognize that, right? So I encourage you to build your community. It's gonna, if it starts off small, that's okay. You continue to show up. People are gonna recognize that. People are gonna invite other people, and you're going to have a really, really good audience. Just make sure that you know what you want to talk about, okay? Lean on your vendors to kind of, you know, provide value to your viewers, okay? So I gave you a list of the vendors that I've had on my live. So take that list and reach out to your vendors and be like, hey, do you want to join my live, right? Do you want to pour into my viewers, right? Things like that. So I really, really hope that this helped you and that you really do start going live on YouTube. And if you think once a week is too much to begin with, then just do it maybe twice a month, right? And work up to once a week. So again, I hope this helped you. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. It really does go a long way. Share it with your real estate bestie and stay tuned to the next video.